Hello, this is my jazz vlog for the 15th of April. Um, we started off, we did a circuit exercise just to begin with as a bit of a warm-up, which was stretching, jogging, punches, squats, plank, push-ups, core work, jogging, obviously jogging. Yeah, but we all went around the circle twice, which really knackered us all out. It's not the easiest thing to do, and then we had to get up and run around afterwards, and then do like jumps and everything like that. But I suppose it improves our fitness and everything like that, which is great. But then we went on to technique exercises, starting with the second position stretch. I'm actually seeing quite a bit of improvement with how far I can, how flexible I am, and I can get a little bit, I can get my legs a little bit further apart while still grabbing grabbing the sole, which is obviously the second position stretch is working. I do need to keep trying to keep my knees on the floor though. I don't know whether it's because I've got like big calves, but I can see like a little gap when I'm looking in the mirror, and that's something I'll either have to work on or just accept, because like I don't know whether it's something to do with like my calves or it's whether I'm doing it wrong or not. I did used to get cramp really awfully though with the second position stretch. It was really hard because I used to just get like in my gluteus, which is quite painful every time I tried to do it. I did because we had to do it without direction from Georgie, and it was I mixed up a couple of the movements we had to do. Like I got into the wrong position for the stretch a couple of times, but I'm getting used to it. I didn't mess up that much. It was just a couple of the timing of a couple of them. That's all. And then we went on to the extension preparations. It's okay. This one, it's okay, but I find the part where you have to grab your calf quite hard. I can't seem to grab the calf. It's always my thigh. But then, like you pull that, and that goes like knee-wise, so you can have straight. So when you pull that, it pulls your knee. It pulls your knee towards you, and then it ends up bending, which is really bad. But I can't seem to get past it. But when I do actually sometimes grab the right point, it does hurt quite a bit when I have to stretch, which I suppose is what it's meant to do really. It's meant for stretching your legs and improving your flexibility and everything like that. So I suppose it's working. It's just I need to work on my technique of pulling my leg a little bit, because I sometimes just don't point my toes either when I'm meant to. But it's something that I've been working on, trying to get it up. But it's just quite difficult really. I don't know whether it's because I might be flexible that way, but not that way. That might be it. But it's something that I've just got to work on. Then we went on to the mathematics exercise, which I despise. Everyone had a feet movement in, and I found it too difficult. And we've got an assessment next. We've got an assessment soon, and I can try and add things in, but it just messes up and it throws my mind off so much when I have to try and add feet in, and it really winds winds me up and it stresses me out. So last week I tried adding the odd little bit of foot movement in, but I just stuck to the arm movements mainly because that's where my strong point is with mathematics. It's just something that I've always found difficult, and I'm finding this difficult now. So I guess all I can do is keep trying with this one, but I'm not confident in it at all, in the slightest. I just find it really hard to do. And we did, what did we do next? We did travelling exercises. I'm alright with the triplets that we started off with. I travel quite a bit. I travel quite far, but I need to get off the ground more and point my toes and have a bit more of an upright, straight posture while I'm doing it. That's just one of the things I've got to work on. But other than that, I'm alright with them. I find myself a little bit more confident with it. It takes about 5, maybe 4 triplets to get across the room, which I'm trying to make them bigger, just so I travel a bit more faster, because we have to do it 2 at a time. So maybe get it down to 3 or 4 rather than 4 or 5. That's just something I've got to work on. And yeah, so just be jumping higher and traveling a bit faster. It'll probably improve my foot strength to get a little bit faster. Then we went on to pressure turns, where you turn on like a flat foot, like you contract. The thing is, I found it really hard because I get dizzy so easily, and ever since we used to in, out, in, out. We had to do that first and then spin, but now it's literally step, turn, step, turn, step, turn. And even though I spot, I find it really hard to spot constantly. It's alright for the odd turn, but it's constantly spotting. When I'm dizzy, it throws me off, because when I'm dizzy and I'm spotting, I start turning and my eyes go off up there because I'm dizzy, and then I end up throwing myself off even more, and I feel really sick when I do it. And then I'm better going anti-clockwise rather than clockwise when we turn as well, and that's just the way I naturally turn. It's a bit like some people are right-handed, some people left-handed. Some people find it more confident to do it with anti-clockwise, some people are more confident with clockwise, and mine's just anti-clockwise. So if I do work on pressure turns again, going clockwise, I'm just going to have to try and learn to spot much better, because I just find it really hard. So it's something I've just got to work on, because it does frustrate me. But I guess it'll possibly come with time, I hope, with practice. It's just one of them things, really. Then we did, what did we do? We went over Rihanna, like a solo piece that we had to do. The thing is, I could not remember for the life of me what choreography I did, and because of the style and stuff, it's completely not my style. I find it really hard to choreograph stuff for it. So I was struggling to try and remember what we actually did, what I actually did to my own choreography, but also I couldn't create, I forgot what movements we could add in and everything like that, so I found it really difficult to, so I just kind of, because we only had 5 minutes, to go over hard pieces and stuff. And since I completely forgot it, I didn't have time to create a new one. So that's one part where I really fell short. I guess one thing is to try and learn, like, try and get my mindset to realise what kind of movements we have to do, but I don't quite understand it myself. I've never really been that great with lyrical things. Like, I usually have to have someone there, like, showing me how to do things and stuff, because that's the area of dance where I fall short, because it all needs really strong, confident movements and good balance and everything like that. And like I've said in every single blog, my balance is terrible and it just doesn't get better. The amount of times I've tried things, I do things at home, I do things in college, I do things all the time, and my balance just stays like, it's just bad. And apparently that's one of the symptoms of this mental thing that I've got. And it's just something that I guess as much as I try and get past the fact that I can't balance, it's not something that I can just iron out. It's always going to be there, which is quite sad, really. So basically, I need to work on, for a bit of an action plan, really. I've got to work on choreography for lyrical and try and sort myself out a little bit. I need to work on spotting. As much as I find it like stupidly difficult and it frustrates me and feels sick, it's just something I've got to work on clockwise. Mathematics, I've got to try and add at least something with these in before the assessment. It's not that I haven't been trying, it's just it throws me off every time, and I would rather have really good arms and no legs rather than okay arms and okay legs. I think the main important part is the arms. So if I've got weak arms and weak legs, it's going to look pants, but I might be able to just get strong arms in there. Or maybe add one step of footwork in there or something like that. It's just something I've got to work on. And that's in my jazz blog. Thank you.